We have brought you over 160 Alberta varsity games and high school events in the past 11 months. And all of those broadcasts, including 12 different sports, plus graduation, prom grand march, choir, band, orchestra concerts 3 times each. Robotics was a big one. We achieved they're archived on our website for free viewing at your leisure. Our streams are brought to you by great local businesses like GT Window and Door, Gutters by GT, Chento, Mr. Sandless, Service Master by Ayat. And you can check out their links on our website. 2 different locations, 2 links there to their info. And I'm Jay Paul. I appreciate you watching and or listening. Be sure to tell friends and family about us, especially far away families, so they can listen to the games and events that are important to them for free. And speaking of family, Farron is with me, my daughter, my middle kid, my Jan Brady. And how you doing?
Good.
School shopping?
Yes.
Favorite store?
I like.
You were at the MOA, right?
Yes.
And other places? Other places or just there?
Just the MOA. But we're going to go back because we haven't finished.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're never done.
I ran out of money very quick.
That's why you work for me now. What's your favorite store?
I like Altered State.
Okay, and you're going to be a freshman, so.
Yes.
Those of you with freshman girls probably know that. I've never been in an Altered State, but I usually wait out in the corridor while you guys go destroy places. So anyway, thank you again for doing what you do. She's producing and switching cameras and stuff. Show them the other view we have. I like that better. We had that. Go to the other one. Then we had that view once before. And if you have a bigger screen, that is really nice because you can see shortstop over by second base, first base. Sometimes the pitcher gets obscured behind the catcher and batter and umpire, but you can see that from the rear there. And then we go to the other one, and you can see left field, shortstop, third base, and, again, the pitcher-batter combo and foul balls and things. So I like those. And, again, the bigger the screen, the better they look. Also, if you want to advertise with us and shine a light on local students, as well as getting your message put out to thousands of people on nearly 200 broadcasts a year, call 507-402-1600 or ask a question on this very website, albertlive.com. Find that tab and use it. For information on the American Legion Post 56 in Albert Lea, go to AmericanLegionPost56.com or find them on social media. And you can find VFW Post number 447, Albert Lea, Minnesota, on Facebook. Coming up after a 1-minute break, or 45-second, I guess, manager Rich Yost of the VFW Post 447 crew here on the pregame show. And my player profile today is Cooper Wrestler? Yeah. Is Cooper or Brody? It's Cooper, isn't it? We'll check that and come back with those talks coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Saturday, and we've got manager Rich Yost of the VFW Post 447 crew here on the pregame show. 13-2 in the regular season, earning the number 1 seed in the 16-team district, which means you're the host here of 4 games today, 2 tomorrow here at Hike Field, and a double elimination pod of 4 teams. The 16 seed, winless Canaston. Mantorville is your opponent here in the first game. You beat them earlier this year, didn't you?
We did. I think it was 16-7 over there. We got a slow start, and then we jumped on them late and kind of beat the rain there. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that reverses. You get an early start here.
I'd love to jump on them early. Sun's out. We got some good rain last night, but field's in really good shape, actually. So
I'm not in any way suggesting, but I have to ask because I don't know. Is the 15-run rule after 3 innings in playoffs, or is it 10-run rule in 5?
10-run after 5, as far as I know.
Okay.
I'll look at it, but I don't think so.
All right.
High school rules.
Sure. After your game here at 10, the 8-seed Northfield and the 9-seed Owatonna do battle at 12:30. The losers of the first 2 games play each other in an elimination game at 3 today. And the winners play at 5:30 tonight. And then tomorrow, the winner of today's loser game plays the loser of today's winner game at 1 in the elimination matchup, and the winner of that game has to beat the winner of today's winners game twice. 3:30 tomorrow and 5 o'clock on Monday if need be. Is that about covered?
It's written down somewhere. I'll take your word for it. We're gonna focus on this one.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I just want to set up the
one. I don't
weekend
want to
here.
lose to a winless team, and we got to get their heads right and go from there.
Exactly. This is pretty big for Alberta. A lot of people coming to town and some money being spent, all due to you guys having a good year.
I hope so. It's fun. It's fun to bring stuff like this to town and enjoy it. We don't get it very often, so.
And a VFW presentation at 9:30, is it?
Sounds like they'll have an honor guard this morning. We haven't been able to get them out here yet, just scheduling, so should be a fun start to the day.
Cool. Earlier this week, they were calling for rain for this morning, which could have pushed all 4 games back, but the rain hit overnight. How's it feel? Look, outfield is all right.
Yeah, I walked it this morning at 7, and everything was pretty stiff. We decided not to drag, just chalk. There was a few wet spots. The dugouts took the worst of it. They had 3-4 inches in it, but we cleaned them out, and now good to go.
Yeah, and we'll get all these games in today, even if it sprinkles a little bit, but I don't think that's even expected. With the Legion Post 56 boys winning their playing game last night, 4-1 in Rochester, they play tomorrow night on the road. How does that affect your roster at all for the weekend?
It does. We'll work through that.
Okay. Just simply, okay. No more needed. You have 9 guys hitting over 300, a team batting average of 310. You had a number of good arms at your disposal normally, but no matter what it looks like on paper, like you said, you got to get out to an early start here.
Got it. You got to. You got to get strikes early, get hitters, make the plays, and then get guys on base and get them rolling, get them moving. Get bats on balls, and things will happen.
On the hill today?
Casey's going to start.
All right. Great concessions, great weather, lots of spectators in and out all weekend. Pretty exciting, huh?
I'm excited. Didn't sleep all that well last night. Even as a 1 seed, you just get a little excited, and I hope the boys have them same butterflies. That's what makes this fun.
Exactly. Well, good luck, Rich. You guys, you're a great group and fun, a lot of fun to watch.
Thank you.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lea. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lea.
For today's playoff game is Cooper Rassler. Cooper, what year are you going into this August?
I'm going to be a sophomore.
All right, so you're a young guy yet and doing some really good things here. Cooper, you're playing catcher today. They put you out in outfield, right field. You've played third base, a little catcher. Do you prefer any?
Mainly right field. It's a transition I made this year because they needed more outfielders, and I don't know, I just became accustomed to it.
Corner outfielders, they don't come along, all that often. Good ones anyway. And so you yourself, do you have what other sports do you play?
I play basketball.
Okay. And do you have a preference, basketball over baseball, or baseball or?
Probably baseball.
Is that because we're playing now? Would you say basketball if we were playing basketball?
No.
All right. What's your personal best sports memory from the past year?
Probably getting second in state for travel ball last year.
Oh, all right. Yeah, that's good. With a lot of these same guys?
Yeah.
You have a 333 average, tied for 4th on the team. You're 3rd on the team in at-bats with 36, 3rd in hits with 12. You're also 3rd in runs scored with 10, tied for 5th in RBI with 5. But the stat of yours that I like best is only 3 strikeouts in 36 at-bats. Yeah. You're making contact, man. What is your mindset as you walk up to the plate?
Just to try and make contact. Try not to strike out because one of my least favorite things.
It is a long walk back to the dugout. Yeah. Well, that's good. Only 3 times. So, and not a lot of walks either. So you're really making contact.
Thanks.
Putting the bat on the ball. That's what it's all about, buddy. Any significance to your uniform number 5, or is that just what they gave you?
Well, I wanted number 2, but it was too small, and my dad was number 5 in high school. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that worked out. Do you have a pregame ritual for basketball and baseball, or is it the same?
I don't really have any, no.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a nickname? Do they call you Coop?
Not really anymore.
Well, you don't have any other, what do they call you? Cooper? Cooper.
Yeah, just Cooper.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys aren't into nicknames. All right. That's cool. That's fine. Your favorite teacher of all time so far at Albert Lea?
Miss Skinnis, 6th grade, U.S. or Minnesota history.
There you go. I know her. Favorite musical artist or group? Who you listening to?
Probably Brandon Lake.
All right. Not familiar, but that's cool. Favorite movie star?
Don't really have one.
Yeah. Most of these guys say Adam Sandler, but
Yeah, I guess so. That's a pretty good one.
and favorite athlete?
Max Kepler.
There you go, Kip. He's having some trouble out in Philly. We should have kept him, probably.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man. Cooper Russell. Good luck this postseason.
Thanks.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
All right, we're back here at Hike Field, ready to go for playoff VFW Post 447 Crew Baseball. 13-2 and the number 1 seed under Rich Yost this year. Only losses were to Cannon Falls 5-3, and Northfield came here to win 7-3. Other than that, they beat JM 12-2, Owatonna 9-4, Mantorville 16-7, Red Wing 7-4, Rochester Mail 5-4, Winona 4-2. Faribault 3-2, Waseca 9-0, Austin 7-6, Rochester Century 4-0, Byron 4-3, Stewartville 11-1. They kind of ran right through everybody there and got the number 1 seed here in the 16-team district, and that's why they are hosting this foursome of teams, the lowest seeds possible. To be fair to everybody, the other 3 top seeds who are hosting these their 4 teams today, but we get 8th seeded Northfield, 9th seeded Owatonna, and 16th seed Mantorville. And Mantorville is 0-16, and they're not happy with it, and they just have a lot of youngsters that might not be ready, I guess, for this kind of thing. And, of course, they're suffering from the same thing that everybody does. I mean, Albert Lee is 13-2, but Rich has struggled with enough players, and, when you win, they show up. He's got 4, 5 guys, 6 guys on the bench, I guess. Well, start tomorrow. Brecken Wackles is on the roster. He had to be put on the roster, but he is in Fargo, of course, wrestling, and doing very well. In fact, if they come back tomorrow, I'd like to talk to him here on the stream, because I think if he's 16 out of 90 in junior wrestling the first round, and then they did Greco. They're in the middle of Greco. He's doing the quarterfinals today in the championship round, so just a few wins away from actually winning the whole thing at 190. So we're ready to go, Breck, and we're going to talk to him when, like I said, hopefully tomorrow. I was going to call, but I don't know if that'll work with the parents and everything. But hey, I'll talk to Philip and Afton as well if they want to come up here and see the parents' perspective of having him do. Yeah, he's got I don't know how many matches he's had out there over the last few days, but he's got to be tuckered out from that, and then always trying to make weight, and then come here tomorrow, hopefully, and play, because he's on the roster for these guys. But anyway, we'll get to that when it gets here. Today's pitching is Casey Olvey for Albert Lee 447 Crew against Riley Gassner. He is going for Mantorville, and the batting order for Rich Yost's team is Aiden Boss in center field. We got a color guard coming up here, so I just want to get the lineups in here. It's a little early, but we'll get it done, and we can fill as needed coming up here. But 13-2, number 1 seed, batting Aiden Boss first. He's the center fielder. Then Bryson Gilliam out in left field will bat second. Pitcher Casey Olvey bats third. Drew Olvey going fourth and playing it short today. Nate Herr is out in right field. He'll bat fifth. Cooper Rassler, our pregame player profile, he's playing catcher and batting sixth. Aiden Jensen over at first base will bat seventh. And Ethan Hauser is the second baseman, batting eighth, with Drake Sternhagen playing third and batting ninth. And on the bench, Manny Cavazos, Peyton Alberts, Graham Goskus, Preston Smith, Paxton Hovey, and Hovey and Brecken Wackles. Brecken not here today, but had to be on the roster, so we'll mention him anyway because he's doing great things out in Fargo. When we're at defense, they will bat Jake Buckwalter, their first baseman, against Casey Olvey. And then Riley Gassner, the pitcher, Drew Odine is the catcher. Charlie Buckwalter playing shortstop, batting cleanup for Mantorville. 0-16 this year. Dylan Weiss is the third baseman, batting fifth. Eli Hansen goes sixth. He's the center fielder. DH Caleb Narvison bats seventh for Mantorville. Kieran Campbell is the second baseman, going eighth. Desmond Meyer will play right field and go ninth rather. And Mac Otterness is the first, actually left fielder, and he will not bat here to start with. And they got Peter LaRocque and Henry Schmidt on the bench for Mantorville. And those are the lineups. The managers, as you can see, are out there. We were waiting on the color guard, and then actually going to do lineups here in the stadium, and then color guard and anthem, and then we'll be underway here towards the top of the hour. And it's Jay Paul with daughter Farron hanging out here at Highfield. We'll be at 5. If we win, we play at 5:30 today. If we lose, it's 3:30, I believe. 3 or 3:30 is the next game. What did I say to Rich when I was just explaining that whole thing? Losers of the first two games. Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay. After this, at 12:30, it's 8 seed Northfield against 9 seed Owatonna. And the losers of the first two games, this one and that one, play each other in an elimination game at 3. And the winners play at 5:30 this evening. So, and then tomorrow there's games at 1 and 3:30 for winners and losers of those games, and so on. So, still having a discussion here, and tell you what, let's take a little one of the longer breaks here, and be back with the color guard coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Starting lineup. Batting.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
And playing second base, number 10, Kieran.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Jensen.
And there might be some rain, actually. Light rain. I was looking at radar, but nothing that's going to stop us, I think. It's just light. And it might be, there's some going south of here around Mason City, Forest City, as we speak, and then here in the next hour. And then if we do get wet, it's going to be around noonish. So we won't be playing, but the other game is scheduled at 12:30. We have the VFW color guard coming out here. Stay on them. And then once they walk past that, And, of course, we stay standing until they leave the field, as is the custom with the color guard. That's how special they are, the veterans of foreign wars from past years. 4 guys there, thanks to them and all veterans. It's the first time we've gotten to see them this year here. We did a bunch of games, and just schedules and things didn't work out, but they will leave the field, and then we'll get warm-ups underway here for the first round of the playoffs, district playoff game between Albert Lee and Mantorville. 13-2 against 0-16. And Casey Olvey taking on Riley Gassner. As far as pitching goes here, and I don't know much I can tell you. They've won their games, Albert Lee, the 4-4-7 group, 6.5-3 is an average score. So they haven't blown people away, even though they got a 4-0 shutout, a 9-0 shutout, a 16-7 win over this very Casson team at their house, 12-2. There are some bigger scores there, but a lot of them are just 2-3 run advantages. 11-1 was another big one. But anyway, they scored 92 runs in their 15 games and give up 47. They're batting .310, actually .305, and have 59 RBIs, 22 doubles, no triples, no home runs, 70 strikeouts to 65 walks, which is not what you'd like, but that's about the only weakness that they have here. They have 50 stolen bases in 15 games. That's 3.5 a game, and have been hit 11 times, led by Aiden Boss's 3. Stat leaders, and Drew Olvey has the most at-bats. He's got 47, 36 for Cooper Rassler, 33 for Bryson Gilliam, 38 for Casey Olvey. Average is 515 for Nate Herr, leads the way, 17 for 33. He's just been unreal. Only 1 strikeout, too, in 33 at-bats. Also, 444 for Ethan Hauser, batting 8 for 18. Like I said, 9 guys over 300. There's Graham Goskeson at 363. And 333 for Cooper Rassler, my pregame preview. 319 for Drew Olvey. Runs scored, 17 for Drew, 15 for Nate Herr, 10 for Cooper Rassler, the top 3. RBIs, 8 for Ethan Hauser, 7 for Drew Olvey, and 7 doubles for Nate Herr, leads the way on the team. And Gilliam, the leading stealer on the base paths, with 10. First pitch is ball 1 to Jake Buckwalter from Casey Olvey. And we're off and running on a 1-0 count. The right-hander fouls it off. Left-hander fouls it off against the right-hander, and it's 1-1. Defensively, first baseman out there, Aiden Jensen. Ethan Hauser at second. Drake Sternhagen at third. That's a little high, 2-1. Shortstop is Drew Olvey. Out in left field, Bryson Gilliam. Aiden Boss in center, and Nate Herr out in right field. 2-1 count now to Jake Buckwalter, the first baseman. And he lifts one into the gap in left center. It's a base hit. Holds him to a base hit. Big turn at first, but he goes back. I do like that view for base runners on first because we can see their lead that they get, and if they steal, and then you can also get the result of the steal on that view. I wish we could zoom in. That technology is coming. So a leadoff single for Jake Buckwalter, and that gets up pitcher Riley Gassner up, the right-handed batter. Runner on and nobody out. He gets one up in the air, and it's an infield pop. Hauser calls for it at second and makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Ethan, nice play there. And that brings up Drew Odine, the catcher. Right-handed bat. And one up, 1 on and 1 out here in the first for Mantorville. As Casey checks and delivers. Swing and a miss from Odine for a strike. It says what post they are. Can you see that with your young eyes on the back of their jersey? One next guy that, if he turns around here, it's a post number. Yeah. I don't know. They threw over to first, so it's still 0-1 to Odine with Charlie Buckwalter on deck. Shortstop. Casey waiting for Odine to get ready and back in the box. Checks the runner quick, who's got a pretty good lead over there at first. Here's the pitch. Hey, swing and a miss. Makes it 0-2 as he gets ahead of the three-hitter Odine. I don't have any pitching numbers for the VF, not supplied by the team, so I bet it's good, though. We only give up 3.1 runs a game in a 15-game stretch and only lost twice. That's fouled and stays 0-2 as Odine stays alive. There's the 8 and 9 seeds playing right after this at 12:30, I think it is. 8 seed Northfield, 9 seed Owatonna. And the winners will play at 5:30. The losers play at 3 today here at Hike Field. So come on out. There's plenty of concessions. There's plenty of dry space to sit in the stands. The sun isn't beating down. It's a nice day with maybe a sprinkle, so you want to bring an umbrella or a coat or something. Tent is fine too. That's inside and 1 and 2, 2 and 2. As he got ahead 0-2 and now has not gotten Odine to swing at 2 balls outside the zone, but he swings at a high pitch there, right to third. And a nice play there by Sternhagen. Goes to second, and Hauser catches it for the force out at second for out number 2. Got the lead runner. And on at a fielder's choice is Odine with Charlie Buckwalter coming up here, the shortstop. Fourth batter. Runner at first is going to be replaced by one of their 2 bench players, Pete Larocque. And with 2 outs, it is number 1. And what does that say? Is it? I can't even. 45-55. Wow, fancy. Lots of 5s in there. Huh? Yeah, she took a picture and then showed and then zoomed in. This is lifted, foul out of play. So strike 1 to Charlie Buckwalter, Jake's brother, first baseman. And he's the left-handed hitting first baseman. Charlie here is the right-handed hitting shortstop for Mantorville. 45-55. Low and outside for an even count of 1-1. Dylan Weiss waits on deck if Buckwalter can get on here. But Albert Lee looking to close this down and get the bats rolling early in the playoffs here as the 1-1 count and Alvey releases, and it's a strike, swinging strike 2. 1 and 2. And underway a little early today here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We'll have the 5:30 game if they win, the 3 o'clock game if they lose. That's fouled on the third baseline. Stays 1 and 2. 2 down. And don't forget that runner at first there. I'd like to keep an eye on him. There's a runner at first. I like the other view. So we see his lead off at first. He's going. And then we can see if he makes it or not. That's grounded, though, and Casey's going to underhand it easily over to Jensen for the third out at first. And it's a 4-up, 3 down first inning for Casey Alvey and the 447 crew. A 1-3 put out. And they waste 1 base runner, and actually it's going to be scoreless after a half inning. We've got Albert Lee coming to bat here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
All right, we're back here and ready to go. Bottom of the first, and for Albert Lee, that's going to be Aiden Boss, Bryson Gilliam, and Casey Olvey. Boss playing out in center field today, and he is heading 310, 9 for 29 with 7 runs scored, 5 RBI. He's tied with Rassler and Herr for third in RBIs on the team. He's also got 1 double, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, stolen 7 bases, and he's been hitting the most on the team 3 times. 12:30 the next game. If it's like baseball, you can come out and watch all these games too. It's Northfield against Owatonna, the 8-9 seed game at 12:30 today. At 3, the losers of these 2 first games play, and then the winners at 5:30 this evening. And they got burgers and dogs and all kinds of chips and pops and ice creams and things like that downstairs. So come on out and check it out. Otherwise, watch. And you can do that here too on OutwardlyLive.com. As Riley Gassner delivers high to Aiden Boss. Ball 1. Bryson Gilliam on deck. The steals leader with 10 on the team. He's next highest is Drew Ovey, 6. Actually, Aiden Boss has 7. The guy batting right now, so he's second in steals. Casey Ovey has 6. What am I thinking? Nate Herr. He's like 5th. He shows bunt, pulls back, and it's called strike. So 3-1 here to leadoff batter Aiden Boss from Riley Gassner. Kicks and fires, a swing and a miss. Full count to the first guy up. A righty center fielder. Can cover a lot of room out there. Oh, third called strike is 1 up, 1 down. And Bryson Gilliam steals leader with 10. Walks leader with 12. Also strikeout leader with 11. He's 1 ahead of Casey Ovey in that discussion. But he's hitting 244, 8 for 33, 7 runs, 3 RBIs. And the lefty takes strike 1. 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the first, scoreless with Mantorville. Playoffs here for VFW post 447. Swing and a miss, and he's down 0-2. Took something off of that one and got ahead of that swing, out of the ball on that swing, and it's 0-2. And that one's outside. So, what does the lefty look like with the other view? Yeah. You're right. I'd go with the other one. It's 1-2. And 2-2 now, even count to Bryson. He's top 5 on the team in at-bats. Tied with Nate Herr with 33 at-bats. At a 3-2 count now to Bryson. When he gets on, you can bet he's probably going to steal, or try anyway. We'll see here as he walks. A 1-out walk. So a strikeout on a walk for Gassner as Casey Ovey comes up. Casey has a 289 average, 11 for 38, second on the team in at-bats. 8 runs, 7 RBIs, 3 doubles, 10 strikeouts, 9 walks, 6 steals, and he's been hit twice as the righty ready to go, and ball 1. First baseman for Mantorville is Jake Buckwalter holding on. They throw over there, and back is Gilliam. Safely as we'll see how big a lead he gets because, well, he doesn't really need it because he got a good jump and speed. But he does get a good lead out there. Pitch is high and 2-0. I don't know if they were necessarily pitching out there. I think that would be a little more outside. But high ball 2. And there he goes. As the pitch is a strike, the throw down. Ooh, he got his foot off the bag, but I think he got it back in time. He says safe. So a steal for Bryson Gilliam, his team leading now 11th of the season. And he's in scoring position. A strike to Olvey means 2 balls, 1 strike. Casey trying to help his own cause as the good guy pitcher bounces in, but didn't get far enough away for advancement for Gilliam. But it's 3-1, and he's close to putting another one on here for Drew Olvey. And the pitch is skied foul and out of play backwards. So a full count. And he's got a full count to all 3 batters so far. A lot of pitches thrown for Riley Gassner. As he checks Gilliam at second and delivers just inside, ball 4, back-to-back walks. And it's first and second with 1 out for Drew Olvey, who's hitting .319. 15 out of 47, 17 runs scored, leads the team. 7 RBI, second on the team. Tied with Goskeson, 1 behind Ethan Hauser. And he's also got 3 doubles, 7 strikeouts in his 47 at-bats. So the runner goes to third and is out, says the field umpire. I don't know that Gilliam agrees with that, but he was thrown out for out number 2 at third. Olvey goes to second, and they did not register the pitch, what it was there to Drew, but now he's got just a runner at second with 2 outs, and he fouls out down the third baseline. It's 0-2. Or is it 1-1? What did the ump say? I missed it. Okay, 0-2. 2 outs, runner at second. Scoreless, bottom of the first here at Hike Field for Albert Lee's opening playoff game for the VFW 447 crew. And that bounces in, and Casey's going to be able to go to third with the second theft of the day. Actually, that's just off of a bounce, so a wild pitch, basically. Drew with a 1-2 count. Nate Herr on deck, their best hitter by average, and that bounces in or is outside 2-2. And that's inside to make it another full count. All 4 batters have gone to a full count here against Riley Gassner. He does have 2 outs, but there's a runner at third. An early run would be nice. This is going to fall in right field. He goes opposite field and gets that RBI single. Drew Olvey knocks in Casey Olvey. And we are up 1-0. It's actually the first hit of the 4 with 2 walks and a strikeout. And Nate Herr, who's hitting .515, best on the team, 17 of 33. And he's only got 1 strikeout in the 33 at-bats. He's having a great season. 15 runs scored, second on the team, 5 RBIs. That's second on the team, third on the team. 7 doubles leads the team. Only 2 walks as well. So he and Rassler really putting the bat on the ball with a few walks and strikeouts. This is pop-up, though, in the infield, and the pitcher, Gassner, comes off the mound to make the grab and end the threat with runner stranded at third. Or no, we got runner stranded at first. We did get the run in. We take the 1-0 lead after 1 here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
I want to pay for it, but
Back here at Hike Field and going to the second inning now with a 1-0 lead for Albert Lea. The loser is not eliminated here. We have double elimination. The loser of this game and the loser of the next game, 8-seed Northfield against 9-seed Owatonna. The losers of the 2 games play at 3, and the winners play at 5:30. So hoping Albert Lea plays at 5:30. And then you move on to tomorrow with games at 1 and 3:30. As long as you keep winning, you play the later games. And one hit, one run for Albert Lee as Mantorville left their runner stranded as well. Won but could not score as couldn't get past second base in the first inning with their forward batters. Dylan Weiss, the third baseman, will lead off here against Casey Elvey in the second. Eli Hansen, the center fielder, and DH Caleb Narvison up third this inning. The 5, 6, 7 hitters from Mantorville, 0-16. VFW post 45-55. It's nice seeing the color guard here for the VF in town, and the anthem with them. Here's Alvey's first pitch of the second inning, and it's a liner to first, and Jensen grabs it easily. Nice play on one up, one down on a pitch. Brings up Eli Hansen, the center fielder. As now what? They're going to let him. Did I get hit the ground first? They're letting him keep batting here, so I guess it's not a line out. I thought that was a clear in the air, out. Swing and a miss, though, so it's 0-2. Get him by strikeout now, then, Casey. I'm not sure about that one. I was looking down at some numbers and didn't notice they were going to let him keep batting here, but he fouls another one off to stay alive at 0-2. Why not? Looked like it was in the air. He caught it in the field to play, and not sure exactly what they are calling on that, but it is now 1-2. The inside pitch, and he takes it and fouls it off. 1-2 again coming up. Not a lot of wind today. It's pretty still on the flags out in center field. Casey delivers, and this is hit to left, but very playable. And an adjustment had to be made out there and left by Bryson Gilliam, but he finally got it. And there's one up, one down on a fly to left. So 3 fly ball outs and 1 ground out so far for Casey Elvey. And up comes Eli Hansen, the center fielder. 1 down, nobody on, and he hits the first pitch to short. And that is a 6-3 put out. Nicely done for Drew Elvey to Aiden Jensen. First put out for Drew of the day, and that's 2 up, 2 down here. Second ground out of the day, and now Narvison, the DH, a right-handed batter. Takes ball 1 low. 7-hitter Narvison, batting for the first baseman, Mac Otterness. As he swings through that one and evens the count 1-1. Casey, no strikeouts, no walks, no hits, but just 2 ground outs and 3 fly outs, or air outs, as I call them, as the next pitch is out of the zone 2-1. Looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. It'll be his first of the day, and he swings through that one. It's 2-2 with 2 outs in the second. 2s are wild. Casey's number 2. My God, we got 2s everywhere. There's me and you. We're 2. And that's high for a full count. That'll be his first full count of the day in 7 at batters, which is directly opposite of Riley Gassner, who faced 4 guys and went 3-2 with all of them. And inside, but he walked him. That'll be the first base on balls for Casey Elvey, and it's a 2-out walk for Kieran Campbell, the second baseman. So they've had all righties except for their leadoff batter, Jake Buckwalter. I said first baseman Mac Otterness. It's left fielder Mac Otterness who is not batting. Caleb Narvison, who's at first base, batting in his place as the DH. Campbell takes ball 1. His uniform number is 3. That's what threw me off because it doesn't take much to fool me. 2-0. Casey ready to go before Campbell was even in the batter's box. He had the signal and he knew what he was doing. This is also out to Bryson in left, and he makes the grab. His second put out of the inning. And 4 up and 3 down again. That's the 4th fly ball out and 2 ground outs. And no score for Mantorville as we are through 1.5. It's 1-0 Albert Lee, and the 447 crew coming up to bat after this on AlbertLeeLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
As we get to the bottom of the second, and Riley Gassner has thrown, well, he threw at least 25, 30 pitches in that first inning. Went to full count with everybody. Some foul balls and then contact on all but one, and he got a strikeout on. But only 1 run on 1 hit so far for Albert Lee, but just 4 at-bats. We got Nate Herr, Cooper Rassler, and Aiden Jensen coming up. Nate, actually, didn't he make the last out? Or no? Is that Cooper? Yeah, Cooper, okay. So he made the out. What was the last out on? What did Nate hit it? Do you remember? For the 3rd out of the left? I didn't mark it down. So it's Cooper leading off here, the subject of my pregame player profile, and I mentioned his stats then, but he's hitting .333 with 10 runs, 5 RBI, 3 strikeouts, and 36 at-bats. Takes ball 1. He's walked 5 times and stolen 3 bases. Coop and takes 1-0. Catching today. Says he likes playing right field best, and he's going to go to right field, an opposite direction double as it gets past the right fielder out there, Desmond Meyer, and a leadoff double for Cooper Rassler as he keeps his good hitting going. Second hit of the day for Albert Lee. Now lefty Aiden Jensen, the first baseman. Jensen has a 208 average, 5 for 24, 3 runs, 3 RBIs, a double, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, a steal, and a hit by pitch. He goes 1-0 to him. Hey, we finally had a hitter that didn't go 3-2. He hit the second pitch to the opposite field for a double. Rassler with his nice lead out there at second, and Jensen awaits, and right up the middle, a big hop, and it gets past the shortstop. And it's going to score the run. It's an RBI single as Rassler keeps going till he scores and makes it 2-0 on the RBI single for Aiden Jensen. And 2 runs on 3 hits now with nobody out and a runner at first. You got Ethan Hauser, the second baseman, up. Hauser batting .444. He's got a few less at bats than the other guys that we've been mentioning, but he's 8 for 18. 5 runs scored, 8 RBIs, 1 double, 1 strikeout. Again, low strikeout numbers. This is foul territory, but caught by the first baseman, Buckwalter, and that is out number 1 on a pop to first. Scampering back to first, Aiden Jensen, and Drake Sternhagen, the 9-hitter, is up. Drake hitting .235, 4 for 17. He's got 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, only struck out twice in his 17 at-bats with 4 walks. Takes ball 1. Gassner with a runner at first and 1 out. Already a run in this inning. That's inside. Straightens his legs for a 2-0 count. And Aiden Boss, the leadoff batter, is up next. We've been through the lineup here with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Rich Yost talking about getting an early lead. I think he was talking more like 6-7-0, but he'll take 2, I think. Oh, that's a wild pitch, and you're going to have base runner going to second, Jensen. Second wild pitch. As another runner in scoring position now for Drake with a 3-0 count. He's going to take this pitch. Prove you can hit the zone, Mr. Gassner. And he doesn't. 4-pitch walk to the 9-hitter. I mentioned this last time. That happens more than you'd think. But it does happen. Especially at this level. Well, it happens in the major leagues, too. I don't know, you relax against the 8-9 hitters or something. But it seems like they walk a lot. Aiden Boss now. He struck out his first time up. And he's got first and second with 1 out. He squares to bunt and misses for strike 1. Sternhagen on first. Jensen on second. 1 down. 1 across for a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Sun is shining now as he squares to bunt again, but that's high. 1-1. It's very cloudy, but not real windy, and the sun is peeking through right now. But for the most part, it's staying in. You can get burned with it in the clouds, too. It depends. Isn't it meteor shower time, or was that last night or tonight? It's supposed to be a meteor going by. Unless I dreamt it. 2-1 to Boss. Again, Aiden with that .310 average coming in. Struck out his first time up. He's squaring to bunt again with a 2-1 count. And, he reached for it but couldn't get a hold of it. So it's 2-2. And he'll have to swing away here. For those that don't know, if you bunt foul on 2 strikes, you are out. So nobody really does, as this is fouled and out of place. So we'll go 2-2 again with the 1 out and 2 on here for the 447 crew, threatening again. So far, 1 run in each of the first 2 innings. But a base hit, and we can get another one in here as Jensen gets his lead at second. And Sternhagen at first. That's down the first baseline, but just fouled by a couple of 3 feet. Boss. No plays in the outfield just yet, early in this game. Mostly ground ball outs for Casey. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that is the second time that Aiden has gone down on strikes to Gassner. His only 2 Ks. And that's 2 down. And Bryson Gilliam, who walked, stole a base, and then was thrown out at third. I don't think he agreed with that, but the field ump was trailing the play, and he didn't have a great look at it, but you got to go with what they say, and that's a fake to second and back easily as Jensen. Didn't have to slide, but it makes it look good. Here's the pitch. That's a strike in the lower half of the zone there for an 0-1 count on Bryson. 11 steals now in his 16th game. I don't know if it's his 16th game, but it's the team's 16th game. He seems like he's playing them all. This is lifted to right, and that'll end the inning with a fly to right field. And they waste 2 that time, but do score 1 to take the 2-0 lead after 2 here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Stay up to date on Tiger activities by following Albert Lee Live on social media. See what's on tap for the week and check out daily game day graphics to always know what's happening. You'll also get fast updates of game postponements and cancellations. Like and share our posts to keep others updated, and leave a comment with any questions for quick answers. Follow us at Albert Lee Live on Facebook, Instagram, and X, and catch all the action on AlbertLeeLive.com.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The van, the yellow van,
Back here at Hike Field as warm-ups continue here, going into the third inning with a 2-0 lead for Albert Lee. And 9-hitter Damon Meyer will lead off here for Mantorville. And then top of the order, Jake Buckwalter and Riley Gassner. As Casey Alvey has no strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 fly ball outs, 2 ground outs. And going towards 9-hitter Meyer, and he's got Cooper Rassler catching for him today. As Goskeson is here, he's one of the catchers. But on the bench today for the first game. They got 2 games today and 1 tomorrow if they keep winning. Maybe 1 Monday if they can't win tomorrow. It might extend to a second championship game. And if they win, they go to another tournament over the weekend, next weekend, and they might have to host it, being the number 1 seed. I'm not sure how that works, but there's a liner grabbed out of the air by the third baseman, who gets up in the air. Drake Sternhagen with the out, 1 up, 1 down here in the third, and another air out for 5 for Casey. Top of the order, Jake Buckwalter, who singled and then was thrown out at second on a ground ball. And this is popped to Drake, who makes the catch. It's all Drake today. As a pop to third, and there's 2 up, 2 down for Riley Gassner, the pitcher, who popped out to second his first time up. 2 putouts for Gilliam in left last inning. 2 so far for Sternhagen. They're all going to the left. As most of them are right-handed batters, except for Buckwalter, who was just up. And a 1-1 count to Riley. Popped out on his first pitch last time, so he takes a couple here, and it's 1-1. And this is in the air left, but fouling out of play. So 1-2 to Riley Gassner with 2 down, nobody on. In the third, 2-0 Albert Lee. And it's in the air, playable. First baseman Jensen grabs it. And a 1-2-3 inning. And 3 air outs. Brings the total to 7 of those for Casey Elvey. 2 ground outs and a walk. That's all that have happened. They haven't gotten past second base. Actually, they haven't even gotten a runner to second because it was thrown out there. So really, they haven't been beyond first base. As we go to the bottom of the third, Albert Lee up 2-0 and coming to bat on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lee. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
All right, let's get that third base stab by Drake Sternhagen played back here, if you will. As he made quite a nice play on a bolt down the third base side, and Drake got to that one, and then he got 2 that inning on that liner, and then a pop out to him in the next batter. So nice job defensively for Albert Lee so far, as they're up 2-0 and coming to bat. Ulvey, and Her. Sounds like a law firm. Ulvey, and Her. CPAs. They're accountants. They're lawyers. They're bail bondsmen. It's a TV series. Casey got a base hit his first time up. No, he walked. He walked and then ended up on third on a wild pitch and scored on an RBI single from Drew. Casey coming to bat. And 289 average. And that was his 9th run scored. Still 8 behind Drew Olvey, but on the season, this is in the gap. But a nice running catch by the center fielder. Eli Hansen covered a lot of ground on that one. And reached out and made the grab. Olvey, that was close to extra bases, but it's a long fly out to center. 4th fly out for Gasner. With 1 ground out. 2 strikeouts to his credit. And here's Drew Olvey, who had that RBI single first inning. And for Drew, his 8th RBI. Tied him for the team lead with Ethan Hauser. And Drew with the 1-0 count, or is that a strike? I did not witness it. Here's the pitch. And it's on the ground to short. A slow roller, though. Gives him a chance if the throw is off. And it was a little high, but he got him. On a 6-3 put out. 2 up, 2 down here. And Nate Herr flew out to left on the first pitch he saw for the 3rd out of the first inning. And, of course, Herr leading the team in average. 5:15 coming in, so he dropped a little bit with the fly out, but he can get it back up there with a base hit here, and it's outside 1-0. It's pretty good. 15 games, and you're getting hits more than half the time. Low 2-0. I mean, when we played, I remember Little League in high school, and if you were hitting 400, you're like, that's pretty good. 500 is exceptional. You're getting in rarefied air there. 3-0. And like I said, the most remarkable thing about him and Hauser, and that is a strike call, so 3-1 as he takes all the way, is the low strikeout numbers. Nate Herr, 1 strikeout, 33 at-bats. Hauser, 1 strikeout, 18 at-bats. Preston Smith, 1 strikeout, 23 at-bats. Peyton Alberts, 1 strikeout on 15 at-bats, and he walks Nate. A 2-out walk to Nate Herr. 4th walk given up by Gasner. And then I'll bring up Cooper Rassler, the catcher, who doubled and ended up scoring to lead off the 2nd inning. Also, Paxton Hovde won a strikeout, but only 3 at-bats. But those are low numbers with Drake Sternhagen, only 2 strikeouts, 17 at-bats. 2 for Graham Goskeson in 22 at-bats. They throw to first, back in safely as Herr. They do have 70 strikeouts, which is 5 a game. Not a whole lot. But already with 2 for Gasner. Top of the 3rd with 2 outs and a swing and a miss. Rassler. See, I didn't do the joke. I did it with his dad, though. With a name like Rassler, you ought to be a wrestler, but he plays basketball and baseball. Yes, that is up and in for ball 1, 1-1. If you imagine a guy named Rassler is a wrestler, you go in thinking, he's got to be good. He's got the name. They named the sport after him. It's 1-1. Back to first it goes, and it gets away, and down to second will go Nate. And he is going to go, he thought about going to 30. He put the brakes on there and slip it a little bit with the wet dirt infield after all the rain last night. Not sure what this neighborhood got, but it's only a minute or 2 away from my place, and it rained pretty good. A few hours anyway. Cooper with a 1-1 count and a runner now at second after the throwaway. It's got to be an E1, allowing him to advance to second and foul back. So a ball and 2 strikes to Cooper with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Already up 2-1. Might as well get a run here. We're going to get 1 in every inning. Might be enough against this winless Mantorville crew. You don't want to be their first win for sure as the number 1 seed. That would hurt. That gets away, and down to third goes her on a wild pitch. So an error and a wild pitch. And we got a runner 90 feet away for Cooper with now a full count. First full count since the first inning, but he had 4 of that inning. Gassner. Back to his old tricks. He says 2-2. I thought it was 3-2. But he says the umpire 2-2. So we'll go with him. It's always good to go with the ump. They're in charge, and he swings through that one, does Cooper Rassler, and he is strikeout victim number 3, and that ends the threat, and they strand the runner at third. Still lead 2-0, though, after 3 on AlbertlyLive.com.
I've got a suggestion for a place to eat that has culinary masterpieces. Cento in downtown Albert Lee. Wood-fired pizzas, fresh salads, rich pastas, and indulgent desserts. They all come together for a meal everyone will love. And if you're craving something sweet, they just added gelato. The cafe up front is open until 3 daily. Cento offers weekly specials. They've got a full catering service for you. Dine in or carry out at Cento. Open Monday through Saturday at 201 South Broadway Avenue, downtown Albert Lee.
I could do.
Could do what?
I can put 3 on there, and then it'll say strikeout on there.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
cool.
All right. Learn something new with Farron all the time. I know I'm lost without you, and people will tell you. I'm not good at the scoreboard, keeping it updated, and I'm always looking at it and going, I got that, I got to add this, I got to that. So I'm glad you're with me, and she'll be here for the hopefully 5:30 game. If we win this one, we're up 2-0 now as we head to the 4th. And Casey Olvey will face the 3-4-5 hitters. Excuse me, a little belch there. It's the Diet Dew. Drew Odine, the catcher, shortstop Charlie Buckwalter, and Dylan Weiss, the third baseman, due up here. All 3 made outs. Well, Odine had a fielder's choice as he had a ground ball, and they got the runner at second, the lead runner. And so he is 0 for 1. And the VFW usually has 1 umpire, just the plate umpire, who's got to call all the bases. But in the playoffs, they get 2. Good to see. Bregan Wogholz out in Fargo was in the quarterfinals. I don't know if I got an update from his mom or not, or when he was wrestling today, but he got 16th out of 90 wrestlers in the first one. There's a ground ball to shortstop, and Drew just threw it away. They're not going to advance the runner, but I don't know if that was the reason he got on. It was, he got to it late. And I suppose it's an E6 because he threw it away anyway. Well, no, it's not E6 because he didn't advance. But was it an E6? Was he safe before the throw got there, you think? We'll give him a base hit. First hit of the game for Mantorville. As Charlie Buckwalter, the shortstop, comes up. He is out on a grounder back to Casey at the hill. And he threw over a little high, but if that was low, that would have been close. But Jensen had to jump a little bit to get that one. And it's still haven't pitched to Buckwalter here. Casey rocks and fires. He squares the bunt. The runner goes. The throw is on target, and they got it. Nice throw from Cooper Rassler to Hauser down there at second. And easy play. Or was that Olvey at short who caught that one and tagged him? But it's the first out. And a caught stealing for Olvey. And Buckwalter now with a 1-0 count. That's 2-0 now. Charlie. Chuck. They really don't call him Chuck. Although there was a Chuck in my school in the old days when I was in school. In Mapleton. And, Chuck Springer. You might know him. Been around for a while. That was fouled back 2-1 to Charlie Buckwalter. And another foul. Makes it 2-2. Is that rattling our cameras at all? We still got a pretty good look at both. That one's got the I hate that little bar there, but what are you going to do? They won't let me cut them. I think it's city property. They might frown on that. There's a shot down the line. Foul. Ooh, by inches down the third baseline. And that was halfway down in the outfield. As Bryson was over there but couldn't catch it, and it fouls as a strike. 2-2 again to Charlie Buckwalter. Again, he grounded back to the pitcher, who ran half the way over to first, or more than half the way over to first before underhanding it to Jensen for the third out of the first inning. And he got him on the corner for strike 3, and that is the first strikeout for Casey Olvey today. And he got him looking. Dylan Weiss flew out to left to start the second. 0 for 1, third baseman. Another 1-2-3 inning. He had one last inning, did Casey in the D. And this is a pop-up to Drew at short, and that is a 1-2-3 fourth, and the second time in a row. He went to 4 batters in each of the first 2 innings, and now 3 in the third and fourth, and 8 pop-outs and 2 ground-outs, a caught stealing, and a strikeout for the defense and Casey Olvey. So we've been through 3.5. It's still 2-0 Albertley, and the 447 Crew Bats coming up here on AlbertlyLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
As we enter the bottom of the fourth, it'll be Aiden Jensen, Ethan Hauser, and Drake Sternhagen, the 7, 8, 9 batters, 2 of which were on base last time up. Jensen with a single, and an RBI single at that. And Sternhagen walked. They both got stranded on base, but did score a run there in that second inning. Next up here at 12:30, you can watch Owatonna and Northfield play, the 8 and 9 seeds. The losers of our game and that game will play at 3 today here at Highfield, and the winners will play at 5:30. We, of course, hope that the number 1 seed Albertley will be in that one against either Owatonna or Northfield. And then tomorrow, the winner of the loser game and the loser of the winner game will play at 1. And the winner of the winner game and the winner of the 1 o'clock game will play at 3:30 tomorrow. And if they need to, 5 o'clock on Monday to settle things. As Jensen settles in, lefty ready to go. He had the RBI single. Advanced in a wild pitch, but was stranded at second base his first time up. Jensen, like I said, with a 208 average. Only 5 strikeouts in 24 at-bats. Here's the pitch, up high, 2-0. He and Gilliam, the lefties, in the lineup for Rich Yost. Grounder right through the legs of the first baseman. Oh, that's a E3. Should have got that. And Jensen's on. Ethan Hauser popped out to first, his first time up. Hauser, one of the better averages on the team, 444, second best. 5 runs, 8 RBIs, a double. Only 1 strikeout and 18 at-bats. 3 walks, 3 steals as he sees one bounce in for ball 1. Jensen on for the second time. 1 for 2. I hate it when they get no credit for an error. It's an at-bat, but shouldn't be, but it always has been for 100 billion years. Well, VFW baseball and Legion, I guess Legion baseball is in its 100th year this year. I don't know what it is for VFW. 2-0 to Hauser. Made some good plays at second. This one gets away as they throw to first, and down to second goes Jensen. On another error on the pitcher. That's twice he's thrown over and thrown it away. And allowed the runner to go to second. So Hauser still with a 2-0 count. Takes a long look at Rich down at third. Base coach. Coach Yost. As look at the runner at second, he squares the bunt, and nicely done. Oh, and the pitcher falls down, fielding it, so everybody's safe. A bunt single for Hauser. With the field conditions, I'm not going to put an error on anybody who loses their footing, no matter how obvious it is, but that'll be a bunt single, getting Jensen to third, Hauser at first, and now with nobody out, it's 9-hitter Drake Sternhagen, who walked his first time out. Been a nice play at third, 2 putouts defensively. Takes a long look at Rich. Well, they got a conference on the mound, I guess, that I missed. Through the order the second time, and right now with nobody out and a runner 90 feet away from a 3-0 lead.
They're in the stands. I can see them. My sister's they're in the top. Yeah, they're. My other sister came down to look at buy a car, I think, today.
Umpire back behind the plate and ready to go. It's Sternhagen with first and third and nobody out, and the runner goes to second. And the throw was there, but it got through, and that's going to score a run. I think that's like an error on second baseman there, allowing Jensen to score. Or the shortstop for fielding. You got to at least get in the way of it and not let it go through your legs out there. In at second is Hauser. The run scores, making it 3-0. Foul ball. And Drake continues. Go down to Rich to talk things over here. With a 1-1 count. Runner at second. He doesn't get credit for that run, I don't think, with the error causing the run to score. Drake, it's 0-2. I thought it was 1-1. It's 0-2. Swinging away here with nobody out, and he gets a nice opposite field shot past the first baseman. And into right field, they hold up Hauser at third, so it's first and third again. Base hit for Drake. He's got a walk and a hit. Back-to-back singles. 5 hits now for Albert Lee. 2 here this inning. 1 in the second. I guess it's only 4. As first and third, still nobody out for top of the order, Aiden Boss, who has struck out twice. It's up high, ball 1. Four walks given up by Gassner. He struck out 3, and the runner goes to second. It's fouled back, so I'm going to put Sternhagen back on first. It's 1-1 to Boss. Two, three, 4. It is 5 hits. All right. Yeah, Cooper's double to lead off the second is the one I missed. Well, the rest are singles. That is in there for a strike. 1 and 2 to Aiden. Trying to get off the schneid here with a couple of Ks. Find some green, Aiden, as it's 1 and 2. And again, the runner's moving, but swinging a miss, and that is cut off by the pitcher. Gassner will grab that one, trying to get Hauser at third to commit, but Hauser stayed put, and down to second goes Sternhagen. But it was a strikeout of Boss, and there's 1 out. And here comes Bryson Gilliam, who walked and stole a base and got thrown out at third. And then he flew out to right. This time again to right center. Shallow, though, and it's going to fall. That'll score the run. An RBI single. Everybody up a base. And Bryson got RBI number 4 on the season. Excuse me. A 6th hit for Albert Lee today. Scoring was Hauser, and to third is Sternhagen. So runners at the corners, 1 out. And Casey Olvey. He walked and flew out to center. Taking a long time looking at first base here. He was looking at the first baseline for a while. I don't know. Just 1 out here as we have a 4-0 lead. Finally, a crooked number here in the 4th with 2 runs across. 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd. 2 here in the 4th, and only 1 out. So a nice chance here for Casey to bat another one in. And he's got it in the air, but catchable. See if he tags from center field. He should. He does. And Hauser's going to score easily. 5-0. An RBI single for Casey. 7 hits, 5 runs. And Drew Olvey coming up here. He's grounded out to short, and then he had an RBI single in the 1st. Drove in that 1st run, his brother Casey. Casey's at 1st. 2 down. And this one is going into the gap, and it's in. On his way to 3rd is Casey, and he makes it. And we're at 1st and 3rd again on another base hit for this inning. Drew with his 2nd hit of the game. 8th for the team. 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. And Nate Herr at the plate. He flew out to left and walked. And all the way to 3rd, in the 3rd, off of an error and a wild pitch, but was stranded there at 3rd base. 1st and 3rd, 2 down, 3 in. 5-0 Albert Lee lead here in the bottom of the 4th. 10-run rule after 5, so anytime after the 5th inning when at-bats are even, well, I guess we're the home team, so as long as they've batted in that inning, we can call it early, but we're halfway there, so might not happen as it's 1-1 to Nate. Doesn't strike out much once in 33 at-bats. And he makes contact again, but it's a little grounder to short. Could have gone to 2nd for that out, but he goes across the diamond to 1st to get the 3rd out on a 6-3 put out of Nate Herr. And they do strand a couple of runners there, but score 3 to take a 5-0 lead after 4 here at Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
As we go to Mantorville's at-bats, Casey Olvey has been replaced on the hill by Nate Herr. So Casey goes 4 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He had 8 fly ball outs, 1 caught stealing, and 2 ground outs. And now, number 16, Nate Herr, and he will bring his left arm into the game. And he'll face the 6-7-8 hitters, Eli Hansen, Caleb Narvison, and Kieran Campbell for Mantorville. He said just the one hit, and that was a leadoff single in the first batter of the game, Jake Buckwalter. Other than that, they've had one walk, so just the 2 base runners. And Casey only struck out the 1. But the D has been backing him up nicely. And Nate against Eli, the center fielder, right-handed batter, who grounded out to short his first time up. Looking on Facebook to see if the Hawkles update what Brecken's up to out there in Fargo. Doing a great, representing well. Great job out there. But my phone is almost inoperable, so I can't dial her up right away and see if Afton has posted, as she usually does. Keep everybody updated. Here comes the first from lefty her to Eli Hansen, and it's strike 1 called. Strike again, 0-2. Start here for her, who's found the strike zone right away. And coming again. And this one is in the air. And it's going to go in the gap to left center for a base hit. And he's going to truck it into second. The throw is not going to get there. No, it will. It was in time, but then it got away from Drew. And double is hit there by Eli Hansen. Second hit of the game for Mantorville. And the farthest they've gotten the base runner so far for Caleb Narvison, who walked his first time up. Top of the 5th here, and a 5-0 Alberta lead. Same place, a little closer this time to Bryson, but he still can't get to it. And now first and third on back-to-back hits, a double and a single here in the 4th off of reliever Nate Herr. Nobody out, and Kieran Campbell, the 8-hitter, is up. He flew out to left his first time up. Only 3 pitches thrown so far for Nate, and he's already in trouble with first and third, and nobody out. 5-run lead. Thankfully, we have that 5-run lead. As Brecken Walko's in his final day out there in Fargo, 16th out of 90 in the first discipline. I'm not sure what that is, but in the Greco that they're going now, he's in the round of 16. Championship round, quarterfinal. And he wins 3. He's going to win it all. That's a swing and a miss for Campbell. And I would look for Breck to be here in uniform tomorrow. He's on the roster. And if he is, we'll talk to him about his exploits in Fargo on the pregame player profile. This is a grounder, and a nice play by her. Oh, and off on the throw, though. And so an E1 will allow Campbell to reach. And no advancement, though, for Hansen at third. But it's first and third, and nobody out for 9-hitter Damon Meyer, who lined out to third. That was that nice reaching stab on a liner by Meyer that Drake Sternhagen made at third. Drake up almost on the grass, so is the entire infield. Trying to cut off the runner if they can, as the bases are loaded and force out is at home. As Hansen at third, Iverson at second, and Campbell at first. Nobody out. But it's still a 5-0 lead here, but they could let the run score, but it looks like they're going to try and cut that off and throw it to Cooper Rassler on a force out. That's low, though. 1-1 now to Meyer. Runners get their leads. Yes. A double, a single, and an error have loaded the bases here for Mantorville. Ball and 2 strikes now to Meyer. See Nate strike one out here. Well, he got it in the air to center. They're going to tag. Well, he's got to go back a little farther than he thought to make the catch. and does Aiden Boss, and that'll allow the run to score even easier. No real play there as Hansen comes in. It's 5-1. Nobody else advances, though, other than Narveson staying at second, and Meyer is out, and Campbell's at first. First out on a fly to center, but it's a sack RBI situation. One down, and the top of the order, Jake Buckwalter, the lefty, who singled and popped out to third. This time, grounds one to second. Double play. They do get the lead runner. Can't get the batter, but 2 down now as they get the out at second, which was Campbell. Second out of the inning, and Buckwalter reaches on a fielder's choice to third. Goes Narveson, and it's first and third with 2 outs. And Riley Gassner up. The pitcher is 0 for 2 with a pop out to second and first. This is a grounder to third, and they go the easy way. Sternhagen, nice play, getting it to Hauser at second for a 5-4 put out and the third out. And they strand a couple. They do get a run, though, and it's 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th, and the 447 crew coming to bat on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertLeeLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
So we go to the bottom of the 5th here, and a 5-1. Albert Lee leads. 6 runs will end it in this half inning. You got 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the 4th. Just gave up the first run there in the 5th off Nate Herr, but Nate, they started out with a double and a single off of him, and they scored the run on a sacrifice RBI fly to center by Meyer, the 9-hitter. But then he got a couple of ground outs to end things, and fly out and 2 ground outs. 5-1 lead. As I'm sure Casey Olvey only went 4 innings because they got, well, you hope it's 3 games in 2 days, but it could go to 4 games in 3 days. And I think there's a pitching limit, so if he's maybe halfway there or less, he can be used again in one of the other games this week. Because they'll have another week off until the next pod of games, as I understand it. And then the state tournament is in Austin for the VFW guys. You know, Legion still alive. They play tomorrow night in Winona. And they won their play-in game in Rochester yesterday, 4-1, I believe, was the score. And there, if they get to the state tournament, it's in Owatonna. And we should probably have those games here. Would think, if they go, Austin and Owatonna. Here's bottom of the 5th, and Cooper Rassler leading things off. He doubled and scored in the second and then struck out his last time up on a 3-2 pitch. Here's a new pitcher for them. And it is Dylan Weiss, who was playing at third base. So I don't know if they just switched, he and Gassner. Is that number 22 down at third? I don't think so. It's 2-0 to leadoff batter Rassler. Dylan throws. He's a right-handed, big right-hander. Two 2-0 to Cooper. Make that 3-0 with Aiden Jensen and Ethan Hauser to follow. 6, 7, 8 hitters. This is a base hit to the gap in right center, and it's kicked a little bit off the heel of the glove, but just a single for Cooper, who's got a double and a single today with a strikeout. So he's 2 for 3 and representing well. Aiden Jensen coming up. He had a RBI single in the second. Advanced the second on a wild pitch. Then reached on an error. Advanced on 2 errors to score. As Jensen with his 4th run of the year. And a steal attempt here by Cooper is standing steal. Nice. Keep the uni clean as you can, as that'll be the 2nd steal of the game for Albert Lee. Base runners. Gilliam had the other one. As for Rassler, that'll be steal number 4. 0-2 now to Jensen from Dylan Weiss. Both teams going with relievers here at this point of the game, and they get hit or no? Must have, because he's going to go down to first. A hit batter, so runners at first and second. Nobody out for Ethan Hauser. Pop out to first and a base hit. He ended up scoring too. It was a bunt, a single last time, and he might do it again. That's a close play. The umpire says out. Ooh, that was pretty close over there for Ethan. But he moves the runners, so it's 2nd and 3rd now with 1 out. It was a 1-3 put out, or a 1-4 put out, because catcher, first baseman was probably coming in. Anyway, it's the first out, and Drake Sternhagen is up, the 9-hitter who has walked and singled and then scored in the last inning. Drake, his 3rd run of the game of the season. There's a base hit up the middle. That's going to score 1, and here comes the 2nd one around as he will score. A little trouble with the center fielder picking it up and then threw it weird and kind of rolls halfway between first and second. But a solid 2 RBI single for Drake, and he's got 2 hits. And it's 7-1. Rassler and Jensen both score, and 7-1. 4 more, and it's over early. Top of the order coming up. Just 1 out. Aiden Boss has struck out 3 times. 0 for 3. He's due. And throw to first back safely is Sternhagen. Is Drake's mom still going to teach you skating this year? She's quite a gal. We like Ann very much. She coaches both you girls, right? Paisley too? Yeah, your sister, my youngest. That's high, 2-0 to Aiden. He needs something other than a strikeout. Even a walk would be great, just to get him out of that mindset. I have it 2-0. It's 1-0 on the scoreboard in the field here, but the pitch is outside here, and they fake the throw to first, sliding back in, Drake. 2-0 now. Yep. So umpire confirms it's 2-0 as Weiss delivers outside, and 3-0 to Boss. 5th man up this inning. We batted 8 last inning, scoring 3 times. Now 2 already this inning, and that one is called to strike. 3-1. Just 1 out. Drake lead at first, quite big. Biggest I've seen today anyway, and it's a walk. So on and breaks that strikeout streak does Aiden Boss. That's good to see, and he's on with 1 out, and first and second out. Sternhagen goes to second, and it's Bryson Gilliam He walked, flew out to right, and then had an RBI single in the 4th. And for Bryson, that's 4 RBIs on the year. Ball 1 to him here in the 5th. 7-1 Albert Lee. 10-run rule in effect from now on here, but if they go to the distance, they do. It'd be nice to end it early with, like I said, 3 or 4 games to keep winning. 2-0. And, 13-2 against 0-16. You would think we'd win, and we are handily, as that one's out of the zone. 2-1. Casey Elvey on deck. Gilliam got another steal to get a team leading 11 of those this year. He was thrown out at third, though, in that first inning after he stole second. 3-1 to Bryson. Each team with 2 lefty batters in their lineup. Here's the pitch from Weiss, and it's a called strike to make it a full count of 3-2. 1 down, runners at first and second. 2 in this inning, and a 7-1 lead for the 4-4-7 wrecking crew. That's up high, and he walked him. So the bases are juiced with 4-4-7s as Boss goes to second. Thurnagan to third. Gilliam's on at first, and Casey Olvey has them all loaded and ready to go. He's got an RBI single his last time up. Flew out to center, and he walked and scored in the first. There's a discussion between Mantorville catcher Odine going out there with his relief pitcher Weiss. And Rich Yost comes down the third base line talking to Casey a little bit. Getting him jacked up and ready to go here. Base hit, could score 2. Drew is on deck. 1 out. Like I said, 4 runs more, and it'll be over here in the 5th. They needed 6 this inning, and that's outside and low for ball 1. Nowhere to put him. A base hit, a hit batter, then a ground out, an 2 RBI single, followed by a walk. And Gilliam's on with a walk. And here's Olvey with a 1-1 count. That's going to be called to strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Casey. Scored the first run of the game. Back in the first inning that is going to be outside. So for Casey, that run was his 9th. Put him in 4th on the team. He fouls one, stay alive at 2-2. His brother has 17 runs to lead the team, 15 for Nate Herr, 10 for Cooper Razzler, all 3 in double figures. But Casey puts himself right up there at 9 with that run earlier. Also got an RBI, his 8th of the season, which ties him with Hauser for the lead on the team with 8. And brother Drew has 7 as well, so he's poised as he had an RBI to go to 8. And that's a walk and forces in a run. 8-1 as Sternhagen scores for the second time. Boss goes to third. Gilliam's at second. Casey's at first, and now Drew Olvey. RBI single in the first. Ground out to short, and a single in the 4th. So 2 for 3 for Drew, who's batting .319 coming in. Like I said, he leads the team in runs scored with 17. And they're going to change pitchers here again. Looks like number 10 is taken over here as Kieran Campbell, the second baseman, will come on. Third pitcher for Mantorville here. And Gastner went 4. Dylan Weiss goes a third of an inning and gave up a couple of walks. The 3 runs here in the 5th. He's got 3 walks in a row as he ran into trouble. He had the base hit, a hit batter, 3 walks, and a ground out. But still just 1 out, and Drew Olvey due up here with Nate Herr to follow. 2 have batted around. 7 guys have batted so far here. 8 last inning, 7 this inning. Got 3 runs scored in each inning. And Campbell taking over here. As we are 3 runs from ending it here in the 5th. And I think that is on the mind of these guys. Play as least amount they have to, and get ready for that 5:30 game against the winner of the next game between Northfield and Owatonna. And Drew, a 2 for 3 day. His .319 average goes up a little bit. Bases loaded with Boss at third, Gilliam at second, Casey Olvey at first. And the wind is blowing out a little bit now, just not a lot, but nice to see the first home run of the year be a grand slam in the first playoff game. As he takes outside, ball 1. This is the cleanup batter, so batting 8th this inning, but takes a swing and a miss at that one. 1-1. Just a little bit early. It's a big moment for him, but like I said, he's in amongst the team leaders in a lot of categories offensively. Plays a good shortstop. 2 balls, 1 strike. Campbell working quickly with the bases loaded, and it's outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. 7 walks for Mantorville pitching. A strike is called, and it's a full count. They've walked 7 batters, hit 1. A couple of wild pitches. And that hits Drew in the hip, and he'll force in another run on a hit by a batter. As Boss comes in to make it 9-1. To third goes Gilliam, Casey Olvey at second, Drew Olvey at first, and Nate Herr coming up. So an RBI hit by pitch for Drew, and he's got 2 RBI on the day. Puts him at 9 and the team leader. Takes over for Hauser as the RBI leader. Goskeson, Drew, and Casey Olvey are right behind him. And Hauser. So 2-0 now to Herr, the 9-hitter in this inning. He's got a ground out, a walk, and a fly out to left. Due is Nate Herr, coming in with a .515 average. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. It's 2-1 to him. Bases loaded, still 1 out. 3-1. As Campbell having a hard time finding the zone here. Or 2-1, it still says up there, but here's the pitch. Ooh, straighten up. I think he got a piece of his legs there, or his pants, and he is hit by a pitch to force in another run. And 2 hit batters is the 3rd hit batter of the game. Second hit batter and second RBI on that, so Herr will pick up an RBI. His 6th. And up to bat is Peyton Alberts. I didn't even mention him on the bench. Here's a throw home. They do get the force out there, and a double play to first. Nicely done. 5-2-3 double play. And It was Albert's hitting for Rassler there. And what is a 5-2-3 double play for 2 and 3 outs. And they do get up to 10, though. 5 runs here in the 5th to make it 10-1. They were 1 run short of ending it early. But they still could end it early in the 6th if they can shut them down and score another run here coming up in the 6th on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Back here at Ike Field, and it's a 10-1 lead. Top of the 6th for the Albert Lee 447 crew, doing a number here on Mantorville, which we expected, 13-2 against 0-16. Now we have Drake Sternhagen in to pitch. Third pitcher for Albert Lee as Nate Herr goes inning. And Drake will take the 6th. And Herr with 2 hits given up. But that was it. 2 ground outs and a fly out in his inning. Did give up the 1 run. But there was an error, so it's not earned. This one is a single. Opposite field. For, catcher Odine. And his second hit in a row. He had a fielder's choice, so he's been on 3 times. 2 singles. Charlie Buckwalter. Cleanup batter, batting second here in the 6th. Struck out and bounced out to the pitcher. 0 for 2 day for the cleanup shortstop as that's outside. And ball 1. 4th hit of the day for Mantorville with 1 run. And 2-0 from Drake. Righty looks in. Checks his infield. And now delivers. It's a pop-up. It's foul territory, but it's 3 guys converging. And Rassler gets it, the catcher. For out number 1, pop to the catcher. 1 down, 1 on, and Dylan Weiss, the second of their 3 pitchers, who started the game as the third baseman, is due up, but I think they have Henry Schmidt. No, it's 18. It's Peter LaRocque batting for Weiss. Strike 1 to him. And he steps in with a left-handed bat here. And it's going to be on the inside corner for 0-2 start to LaRocque. Not The Rock, LaRocque. Which is probably The Rock in French. As that's on the outside corner, and a 1-2-3 pitch strikes, and a first strikeout for Drake Sternhagen as he's got 2 down now after the leadoff single. And Eli Hansen is due up. Is that number 8? Yep, that's him. Grounded out to short and doubled and scored in the 5th. The only run for Mantorville. Center fielder, and he gets a 1-0 count from Drake Sternhagen. And that one's in the strike zone, a 1-1 count, I believe. Drake delivers a strike on the corner. It's 1-2. 2 outs, runner at first. See if he can get his second strikeout of the inning. And And he does with a swing and a miss, and they waste the leadoff single, and Drake gets 3 in a row and a pop out to the catcher and 2 strikeouts. And we are through 5.5. If we score 1 here in the bottom of the 6th, it's over a bit early on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Hi, this is Adam, your local business owner at GT Window and Door right here in Albert Lea. Start the new year with a fresh look for your home. At GT Window and Door, we specialize in high-quality windows and door replacements that enhance comfort, style, and energy efficiency. With financing options available, including interest-free plans for up to 18 months, it's never been easier to upgrade your home. Visit us online at gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate today. Let's make 2025 the year you fall in love with your home all over again.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
So, yeah, Brigham Wackles out of Fargo got a consolation in the freestyle, 16 and under, at 190. Wrestling in the Greco round of 16 today, and wrapping that up. Quite an experience. Hopefully he'll be here tomorrow and in uniform, and I can talk to him about it. Representing very well, as he usually does. As we go to the bottom of the 6th with a 10-1 lead. Need 1 run to end it. Scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and 5 in the fifth. And it'll be up to Aiden Jensen, Ethan Hauser, and Drake Sternhagen. Those are the ones due up, and they're looking like that's how they're lining up here. As Albert's batted in the Rassler spot, and Rassler kept catching there as we go to the 6th here, and these 7, 8, 9 hitters trying to wrap it up in the 6th. 12:30 schedule for the next game between the 8-9 seeds in the district, Northfield and Owatonna. The winners will play at 5:30. The losers of those first 2 games play at 3 today here at Hike Field. 2 more games tomorrow between the winner of the loser game and the loser of the winner game. And then the winner of the winner game taking on the winner of the 1 o'clock game tomorrow at 3:30. And at 5 tomorrow, Monday, if necessary. Here's the pitch, and it's laced to center, but he fooled the center fielder, who does make the catch. As Kieran Campbell stays on the hill for Mantorville, and he's got 1 up and 1 down here in the 6th on a fly to center by Aiden, who came in. He had an RBI single, reached on an error, and was hit by a pitch. Scored 2 runs today. Hauser with 1 out and nobody on. He popped out to the first baseman. Hit back to the pitcher, who threw out the runner at second. And he also had a bunt single. This one to short, and that's a throw up the field, and he'll go to second. It's an E6, allowing him to reach and go to second. And they almost threw it away again, but backing him up there in left field keeps Hauser at second with 1 out. And Drake Sternhagen, who had a 2 RBI single his last time up. He's got 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs, and a walk on the day. Plus, he's their 3rd pitcher in the game. Pitched last inning. 1, 2, 3. 2 strikeouts. This is in the air, shallow center on his horse, and not able to get there. And a base hit again. 3 hits for Drake. And it's 1st and 3rd with 1 out. 3 singles for Sternhagen. And he tends to score when he gets on. So right now the winning run is at 3rd in Hauser. And it's up to Boss to hit him in. He's got 3 strikeouts and a walk on the day. He scored a run last inning after he walked. Base hit here, and he's got the winning RBI. As Campbell digs in. And tosses one up and in for a ball. And it's a hit. That'll end it. A base hit scores Hauser with the 11th run in an 11-1 10-run rule game. Winning hit there for Boss. And it's 11-1 as they move on to the 5:30 game. And we'll have that for you here on AlbertlyLive.com. Let's take our Service Master break and wrap it up after this on AlbertlyLive.com.
Albert Lee Live is here, Southern Minnesota. We have top quality audio and video play-by-play online of more Albert Lee Tiger games and events than anyone else. But we also provide opportunities for Albert Lee area youth to experience our businesses. Students can be paid to be on the air with us or showcase their graphic art skills by creating social media posts or run the cameras for our events. So if you or someone you know might be interested in broadcasting the Tiger teams by joining our team, email us from the AlbertlyLive.com page or call or text J. Paul at 507-402-1600.
Comprehensive Wealth Solutions is here to help you make informed decisions about your financial future. CWS can provide you with a wealth strategy that aligns with your vision and values. Visit CWSFBO.com. CWS, providing big-time advice the small-town way.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, mrsandless.com.
Championship. All right, we're back here to wrap things up after a 6-inning win next weekend, and then you can turn that off because it's going over the air. I'm not sure how that works, but there's a liner grabbed out of the air by.
That's a replay that we saw from
Sternhagen. You got another one you can play? Since you're not listening to me and just letting it run. I don't know what play this is, but she will. Rack it up here and play it. That's the 11-1 win here in 6 innings for the Albert Lee 447 crew, advancing to the 5:30 game against the winner of the next game coming up. We're not going to have it for you, but it's Northfield and Owatonna. All right, what's this play? Casey at the hill. And he threw over a little high, but if that was low, that would have been close. But Jensen had to jump a little bit to get that one. And it's still haven't pitched to Bulkwalter here. Casey rocks and fires. He squares the bunt. The runner goes. The throw is on target, and they got it. Nice throw.
Caught stealing.
From Cooper Rassler. Oh, yes. That was pretty good performance from everybody here. Not unexpected. You got a team now 0-17 in Mantorville, and of course we got a 14-2 with a win, 11-1 and 6. Pitching, Casey Olvey went 4 innings, looked good. Nate Herr got an inning, and Drake Sternhagen got an inning. And Herr gave up a run, but it was unearned. There were 3 strikeouts for our 3 pitchers, 1 for Casey Olvey, 2 for Drake Sternhagen. But hitting-wise, 11 runs. You got one in the first with a RBI single for Drew Olvey, knocking in his brother Casey, who had walked earlier. And then one more in the second on a leadoff double from Cooper Rassler, who was knocked in by Eden Jensen on an RBI single, the next batter up. Didn't score in the third, but then the fourth, they came up with 3 on RBI singles by Bryson Gilliam and Casey Olvey. And also scored on a wild pitch that scored a run. Then 4 in the 5th. And they scored on, and they actually batted around 10 batters, got up in the 5th inning for Albert Lee. And scoring on a 2 RBI single from Drake Sternhagen. There were back-to-back walks that loaded the bases after that, and an RBI hit by pitch from Drew Olvey, and an RBI hit by pitch for Nate Herr in that inning. And then the winning run in the 6th was single by, actually it was on an error by Ethan Hauser. No, it was a base hit. It was the base hit by Boss that scored the winning run, which was Ethan Hauser. So Aiden getting the game-winning RBI, an 11-1, 10-run rule in 6 innings for Albert Lee. Like I said, they play the Northfield Owatonna winner. That game coming up here at 12:30 at Hike Field, and we'll have the 5:30 game between that winner and us at 5:30, and we'll take care of tomorrow when it comes. But they are hopefully on track for a 5 o'clock game tomorrow. They'll have to win tonight at 5:30. If they lose tonight at 5:30, they'll play at 1 tomorrow and have to win that game to get to the 5 o'clock game. So that is all from here, as a lot of stars shine today for the 447 crew. They get it done 11-1 and